news out of the West. ABC News has learned for the second time in less than a week another fertility clinic reporting a potentially devastating malfunction. Pacific Fertility Center in San Francisco alerting hundreds of patients their frozen eggs and embryos may have been compromised. This after another breakdown at a clinic near Cleveland. Here's ABC's Ariel Reshef.
Tonight, patients at a second fertility clinic devastated after learning a malfunction may have compromised their chance at having children.
Because there's an unknown, it's extremely stressful and it's very emotional.
San Francisco Pacific Fertility Center President Dr. Carl Herbert speaking to ABC News about the issue at his facility.
We're not saying this tissue is lost. Yes, it may be affected, and we have to acknowledge that, but our hopes are that it will be a minimal impact.
The clinic says more than 400 patients may have been affected when liquid nitrogen levels dropped in one tank that houses some eggs and embryos. An investigation now underway in San Francisco on the heels of another malfunction in Cleveland. Patients at the University Hospital's fertility clinic now planning to take legal action after 2,000 frozen eggs and embryos may have been damaged when their liquid nitrogen containers failed. Marlo Emch is one of the hundreds waiting anxiously to see if her eggs are still viable.
I think I'm going to be feeling this every day because to me it's my child's potential sibling.
The Cleveland Hospital bringing in independent experts to determine what went wrong.
At this point, we do not know the viability of all of the stored eggs and embryos, although we do know some have been impacted.
Tom, the clinic in San Francisco tells us their physicians are reaching out personally to all of the patients who may have been affected. In addition to their existing safeguards, they plan to add a third alarm system to each tank to make sure this never happens again. Tom?
Ariel Reshef tonight with that additional information about that new clinic. Ariel, thank you. Let's get right to ABC Chief Medical Editor Dr. Jen Ashton. And Jen, this is such a sensitive and complicated topic. So the first question, are the eggs and embryos in these two cases with these two clinics, are they lost forever?
We unfortunately won't know until they're thawed and then attempted to be used.
Okay, so there have been two issues at two well-respected clinics. Is this common, and are there other safeguards?
You know, this is extremely rare. I think it's important to remember this is a highly regulated industry. These centers are regularly inspected. But whenever you talk about mechanical systems and human involvement, there's a potential for error. I'm telling my patients overall, this is still an incredibly safe process. But whenever you talk about reproductive technology, it's also a really complex process.
Dr. Jen Ashton for us tonight. Jen, thanks so much. Now to the